Hey guys, I've made some mistakes on my lawn this year, mostly in regards to fertilization. There's a couple others I want to share with you. The thing is, the fertilization mistake is a huge one, and you guys are probably making it yourself. Before we talk about the mistakes though, I do want to acknowledge the fact that I am proud of what I've done this year. We are entering mid-September and everything looks really good. I have core aerated 2 times, I've dethatched, I've applied lots of biostimulants, and I've stayed on top of my mowing to the point where it has not really gotten overgrown one time the entire year. The thing is though, that when we fertilize the lawn, the most obvious things that we put down on the lawn are nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, the NPK. These are extremely obvious nutrients found on the side of every bag of fertilizer, every can, jug of liquid fertilizer, whatever it is that you're putting down. The micronutrients, however, are less obvious, and those are the things that I've talked about a lot here on this channel. Now, my mistake has nothing to do with putting down micronutrients. I have applied azomite to my lawn. I've applied green sand to a portion of my lawn. I have applied worm castings to my lawn. I've applied biochar to my lawn. I've applied 2 dedicated micronutrient applications to my lawn this year. Micronutrients are not the problem. My biggest problem is the thing that I talk about the most here on this channel, potassium. And here's my point. I think you are most likely making this mistake as well. Potassium for the lawn is kind of like the immune system. I've said that many times on this channel. Potassium is kind of like the immune system. In fact, I've got a number of videos where I talk about potassium and how it is so important. It is important for the cellular structure, like the actual building blocks of your grass. We need enough of it for the grass to be able to resist damage from so many different kinds of stressors that can go onto it. And I keep saying that I'm doing great, but I'm not. I've kept a running list of all of the applications, all of the things that I've done to my lawn over the course of the 2021 season. I've actually published it on a web page over on my website, which I'll link to down below if you're interested. I started the page really for my own purpose. It was just kind of a scratch pad so that I could reference back to what I've done. Over the past week to 10 days, I've really started getting granular in my analysis of what I've done to my lawn, comparing what I've done to proper NPK management over the course of a year. And I've found that regardless of everything that I've put down on this lawn, I am deficient in the amount of potassium I'm putting on my lawn. With all of the liquid aeration products and all of the special products that go down, I'd come under the threshold of what I consider to be the amount that I need. Now, as you can see, things don't look bad. This is after a fresh mow. Everything always looks good after a fresh mow. But you see, the grass right now is actually a little bit undernourished. Over the course of the year, I've put down approximately 1 pound of potassium per 1,000 square foot, but I've also put down approximately 3 pounds of nitrogen. So we're talking about a 3-to-1 ratio. Now my phosphorus applications are exactly where I want them to be, but potassium is simply coming in too low. So I'm going to have to do something to fix the problem before it gets too bad before winter comes. Here I am in my messy garage. These are just regular boxes and bags and jugs of fertilizer that I have just within an eyeball just turned. I just look around and I see them. Here's a Scott's Turf Builder Lawn Winterizer. This is a 32010. That's a 3-to-1 ratio. Here's Grass Genie from Lawn Box. That's a 1006. That's getting closer, but I don't put that down every single time. Here's Simple Green Liquid 2000 plus minors. Jonathan Green Organic Lawn Food. I love my organics and natural fertilizers, but it's a 1001. Here is some ammonium sulfate, which I only put down for very specific situations. That's a 2100. Here's Sunday Lawn Strong. I use Sunday products from time to time. That's a 2403. The point here is that no matter how you prefer fertilizing your lawn, whether it be through organics and natural products or the cheapest stuff that you find at your local big box store, it is hard to get a lot of potassium down onto the lawn. Now for the rest of the day today, now that I've cleaned up the lawn and cut the grass, is I'm going to be applying some dedicated product to the lawn for the purpose of catching up in my potassium. I want the potassium down in the lawn because really the grass systems are going to absorb it as it grows and as it starts preparing for winter. We need a lot of potassium in the leaf tissues and the root tissues for our grass to get through the winter strong and start next season off in the spring, whether it be February, March, or April, depending on where you live. It needs a lot of that nourishment in there to start the season strong. Now, to quote the godfather to DIY lawn care on YouTube, Alan Hain, nitrogen drives the bus. If I put down potassium, this product right here is a 0022. This is organic, natural stuff. If I put this down, our grass system really needs some nitrogen to be able to absorb it in and use it and kind of like, and fortify itself. This is the fall fortify. So I do subscribe to Get Sunday, and I recommend this to certain people, not everybody. I have an entire video about who I think this is best for. I'll link to it down in the description below. I have no problems promoting these guys, but only to the right audience. Fall Fortify, however, it's a 2200, but I also get a little bit of calcium and a little bit of iron in there. Langbeinite is the 0022, which also comes with magnesium and sulfur. So I'm getting magnesium, albeit a good amount of it, to pair up with the calcium that's over here. The iron is going to help a little bit with that micro and a little bit of green up. And then over here I'm getting sulfur. This is not the elemental sulfur. This is the sulfur that aids in nitrogen usage and chlorophyll photosynthesis process. This, sometimes if your lawn is deficient in sulfur, it's going to look like chlorosis, like a little bit of like lime greening of the leaf tips. It's going to look a little bit like you've got a nitrogen deficiency. You can't really overload your lawn with sulfur, although you don't necessarily need this much either, but it comes with the product. So I'm going to be putting this down as well. Point here is the potassium. So I'm going to put this entire box down. It's 5 pounds. And if you run the math, I got a 2,500 square foot lawn space that I'm applying it to. So I'm going to be putting down just under half a pound of potassium on the lawn. Of course, I'm also going to be putting down just under half a pound of sulfur on the lawn, a little over 2/10 of a pound of magnesium. Of course, I'll be getting the nitrogen, iron, and calcium over here. This is only going to be approximately, I can't remember off the top of my head, I'll put it on the screen, somewhere around 1/4 of a pound, maybe 3/10 of a pound of nitrogen on the ground. 2 weeks ago, I also applied some nitrogen, so I don't want to overload it, and I don't need to overload it. I don't need too much of it. I need to catch up on the potassium for the year. The Langbeinite that I'm putting down is not a normal product. Like, if you look at just about any article online or any like video that other lawn care YouTubers put out, almost nobody, if you can find another reference putting Langbeinite down on the lawn, hands off to you, because it doesn't really happen. This is found, I bought this in the garden store here in my town. We do a lot of gardening here. Our local garden store sells this. This comes in kind of this like crystallized form that can very easily go into a spreader and get spread out on the lawn. All you got to do is do the math yourself, because it doesn't say on the back of the box what to put on a lawn. If you want to go the more normal route to catching up on your potassium needs, there are dedicated products to this. I'm going to link to something down below. I don't have anything in the garage to show you with my bare hands, but there are definitely a handful of products out there specifically designed to put down kind of naturally occurring sources of potassium. It's usually the Sulfate of Potash products. Take a look in the description below. They're unlikely to be found at your big box stores. You're almost always going to have to buy these things online, but it's definitely worth it, especially because typical lawn fertilizers simply just don't include enough of it for the course of a season. Thank you for watching. I hope that's helpful. Take a look in the description below for those links, and make sure to stay on top of your lawn care game as summer comes to an end.